What's going on, Geminites? It's your girl Phie, and I'm here to do my first solo review on I Hate Fairyland, so please bear with me and stay tuned. I got this book originally in San Diego Comic-Con for our 11-year-old Gemini's daughter because I wanted to get something for both of them from San Diego Comic-Con. It was my first year going, and this seemed like something that our 11-year-old would really like. It's, childlike, but very violent. As you can see from the cover, with the blood on her axe and everything, it's a little girl. This was written and drawn by Skottie Young, and it's just it's funny. It's got a lot of comedy. If you were thinking about getting this for your child, you definitely could. I mean, the curse words are all sort of edited. Instead of saying fucker, it says fluffer, shit like that. But it's a really good story. It's about a little girl who's 6 years old, and she sort of makes kind of like a wish to go to, a make-believe world, and her wish comes true, and she goes there, and right from the beginning, she's like, I don't want to stay here. I definitely want to go home. And she meets the queen of Fairyland, and she tells Gertrude, is the little girl's name, tells Gertrude that in order for her to go back to her home, she has to find a key that's hidden somewhere within Fairyland, and it should only take her about a day. It ends up taking her over 27 years. If she stays in Fairyland for that long, she can't get out. Her body doesn't age, but her mind does, so she's super jaded. She's just really over it. When she first gets to Fairyland, the queen, Claudia, she's her hair is like clouds and whatnot, gives her this little fly gnat, just a companion to help her with finding the key to get home. He has a little map of all of Fairyland, all the known lands of Fairyland, and they sort of just start right off. As being the child guest of Fairyland, she can't die. So any kind of hijinks or any, interaction she has with the, citizens of Fairyland, she just gets really maimed and hurt really badly. She doesn't die. So as time goes on, you sort of pick up where she's been there for 27 years. With her not being able to die, she just wreaks havoc. She kills all kinds of creatures that just live there. She hates being there. She wants to go home. She wants to age. She doesn't want to look like a 6-year-old her whole life. I mean, again, she's been there for 27 years, so she's 34 in a 6-year-old's body, and she hates it. She wants to they throw in a few innuendos where she wants to get laid or stuff like that. But I mean, again, it would go right over a child's head. My 11-year-old did read this, and I tried to get her to do the review with me, but she was not with it. This slug has thug life across its stomach with chains all on it with a high top fade. And okay, so as she's there, and there are good and bad creatures in Fairyland. So there are the queen, because she doesn't like Gertrude. She sends witches to set spells on her, and sends evil little creatures to attack her and zombifies them so that way they can just attack and keep going. She always beats them. All these things that the queen sends to try and get Gertrude out of there, none of it ever works. Gertrude always beats all of them. And then eventually the queen decides to round up all of the other top fairy tale creatures, and they have this big meeting, and she comes to the conclusion, she's like, I need to get another child visitor into Fairyland, and if she finds the key before Gertrude automatically becomes a citizen of Fairyland, and the queen can then kill her. So that's her plan now. This new child shows up. Her name is Happy. She's a sweet little child, and she finds the key before Gertrude, and she is at the door ready to put the key in, and Gertrude shows up. And I guess when the Happy shows up, she's got superpowers where she can blast Gertrude with this rainbow cannon thing right out of her arms, like a Hadouken. And Gertrude, again, she can't die. So she actually gets the key from Happy, and her last thing that she wants to do before she leaves Fairyland is kill Queen Claudia. And she does kill Queen Claudia, but there is a clause that if you kill the Queen of Fairyland, you have to take her spot. So she gets stuck in Fairyland with the key in her hand, with the door open, and that's where this trade paperback ends. Is that she's now I can't wait to read the next part of the story. I know this isn't the last trade paperback, but this book was so funny. It's the illustrations are just really great. I know as an adult you probably might not be super interested in reading it, but it's just really funny. Like, personally, I like a lot of like bright colors and, you know, bubbly drawings, like, you know, Care Bears and Strawberry Shortcake. But this is like, they add in a layer of just inappropriateness with the cursing and the violence and the blood. And I'm gonna stop mumbling and stammering on, and we're gonna look at the pictures, because I just think it's really, really a great book. All right, so the obvious cover of Skottie Young, I Hate Fairyland, Volume 1, Madly Ever After. And when you open it and you see this, you already know what you're in store for and what kind of book we're looking at here. Completely immature and just off the wall. I do like how in the beginning, when they first draw her, she's definitely like a young, sweet, innocent little child. And then she gets her wish to go to Fairyland comes true, and right from the beginning, it's just blood and gore. Off on her adventure. Oh yeah, so 27 years ago, she's just over it. She's ready to be out of there. Look at this. So, I mean, I'm not going to flip page by page because I don't want to, like, ruin the story for you, even though this is a spoilers. But it's really good. Look at this. She's just so terrible. These little... What are these called? They're like little goatmen. Tars, just all zombified. They're trying to... The Queen Claudia is sending them to kill her. And I don't know why she does that, because she knows she can't die. But she tries anyway. Over and over. Oh, and here's where Happy shows up. This sweet little girl who does it in a day. Finds the fucking key. Look at this. The queen tries so hard to get rid of this terrible little girl, but she just can't. Anyway, I highly recommend you check out this book. Read it to your kids as a bedtime story. It's great. It's a really great book. This first trade paperback has issues 1 through 5. I know there's a bunch more, but this I picked. This is just what I got so far, and I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to picking up the next trade paperback. So tell me, if you read it, tell me what you think about it in the comments, because I'm very excited to read the next set of issues. So please make sure that you like this video, because I'm super nervous to do it. Subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. We do have memberships now. There are 3 different tiers, so check that out, because there's a lot of like really nice perks, and you get, you know, early access to videos and special perks and things like that. So check that out, and thanks for watching my video and clicking on this video. If this goes well, I might do more. Who knows? So that just does it. I think we got everything we need here. So we're gonna go. Stay minty fresh. Peace.